this being.
So, if Niall has me here, and then slide the knee up here so it'll be a little harder for me. Yes, good. Okay. So now I can't just put my head on the floor. Slide your knee back down. See, now I can just turn. Okay. Now, look, I can't just have nothing going on with my arms. What I need to do is I need to connect with the arm and then drive my arm that way. So if I'm driving my arm this way, I'm pulling myself this way with my foot. And that push-pull dynamics will make him sit down. Okay. Back. That just makes you sit down. So, look, here's just the motion. But he follows me if I don't have that connection, right? So I've got to go here. Now at this point, sometimes I'll get my elbow to the mat and I'll just shrimp out more, okay? Sometimes it's here and I'm coming up into the guard. I'm just sitting up. On your follow-up, just try and come up on top, right? Or break apart from them. People are gonna try and chase an arm bar when you do this, but one of the tenets on the arm bar is you need to put your leg over my head before you sit down. So you're like a step behind. So people will fight for an arm bar right there. But as long as you get your elbow to the mat, they're not gonna get that. And if they pursue it, they're gonna lose position. Like what's kind of what I'm talking about. See that? We have nothing in that. Like you hear this called forward shrimp, forward hip escape, hip shovel. I'm calling it hip shovel because of how I turn my hips back to come on top, right? But you know, whatever term sticks for you. Like I said, I got a hip shovel because the first time I saw that technique performed from underside mount, like when I was a blue belt. That's what it was being called by that instructor. So, and I was like, okay, and it kind of like you scoop with it. So it makes a little sense too. You'll see some of that application. So this will be a little bit of a review. We did this a lot. He's got me a knee on belly. Right, good. Got a little bend in your knee here. You know, maybe put your foot like that. Yes, good. And then grab my tricep right there. Yes. Okay. And then this hand, it could be on the collar or the bicep. Okay, good. So now, like, this is a good knee on belly. Follow me around a little bit. Yeah, I like that. Good. That's good. See, I move, but you don't move a whole lot. And you're kind of pushing my arm over. You could maybe gift wrap me, and if I fought it, you could just attack this arm. But look, here. Okay, so I reach out here, I connect with that elbow, and I pull myself forward and sit up, and I clear this hip. Okay, let's do that again. And on this one, there needs to be a little angle, so I will walk out for it sometimes, right? So I'm wedging him in here, step out, and then push him back. And he's not gonna go more sideways as much as he sits down. Come up, pass. See when I'm passing, I punch the hip here. Now, here's another detail I want you guys to focus on. See how I'm up talking to you? It's not the way you hold side mount. When you get hit, way you lose a tooth, boom, incidentally. Look at my curved spine right now. Move your hips now. Okay, I'm gonna sprawl on your face and I still want you to move your hips. It'll be a little rude, I know. Move your hips. Okay, so we're working on hip escapes. Today it's the type of movement we're doing. So if he can move his hips, he can probably escape. So I need to be able to control both when I come up on this. And if I round my spine, I got his upper body and his lower body. Move your hips now. I'm connected to you now. Before you're moving your hips, and my head was just up, watching him move, right? Getting kneed in the face, whatever. So I need to drape my head and round my spine and connect it to your hip right here. The other hand's here. Okay? Do this as good. You're gonna reach in and grab here. Okay, good. Reach out there. Good. And then pull yourself up and pass. Good. Now, stay here, and then go here. Clock to north-south a little bit. Yes, that rounded spine. Good. Now here, this hip, put it on my upper body. The shoulder, the face. Good. Now look, when you move, or I move rather, you move. Put me in the on belly. Pop up. So here. Just like that. Make sense? Got 1, 2. Those are escapes. Pin escapes. We're escaping positions. Submissions are positions. Right, we talked about tech mount escape could be an arm bar threat there, like, you know, they're going to be behind. But you can use the same movement to get out of submission. Okay. So, Niall, put me in an arm over, please. Like arm triangle. So just get beside me here. Right? Yes, that right. Okay, good. Go back. And just right beside, push it across again. Yeah, just push it over. Just go ahead and push it over. Okay, but look, if I just bridge right here, he'll never push it over. So there's a little jewel for you guys. Pedro Sour detail. Go ahead and push it over. Or just pushing with this, and then he can start. If he wants to pursue, we can keep going. Okay, imagine he's got this too. Push that over. He's committed to down, I push him up. Stupid. Okay, so go ahead and push it over. Stop the room. Okay, so he got it here, right? Okay. Now, you see this? This is gonna implant right here on the back of his scapula. And it's gonna get real heavy. So if you're holding on here, it's gonna make you let go. All right, so as I pull myself forward, I transfer this weight into Niall's shoulder. Boom. Yeah, and look, flattened right here. Now, let me give you a break for a second. I do this to people all week, and a lot of times if people are like real persistent on holding on, they let go a little later, they have to forward roll out because of arm locks and shoulder locks. If you collapse and break them down, which you probably will, he's gonna come back up to his base. Go back up to your base, please. When that happens, pull this arm in and come up into this valley judo guard. Right? It's better than here, because look how we're just right here in each other's face. Like, do you want to poke me in the eye, scratch me, punch me? Here, I'm gonna be doing all that. Right? Hammer fist. Look, if you don't come to striking classes here, I don't want you to punch somebody with your fist in an altercation. If you don't work on punching with your fist, you break your hand. Like right here, I know, I'm like, oh, even I do punches all the time. I'm like, I might break my hand on Niall's skull because that's just what's available. So I'm gonna crack him with palm heels and elbows. Boom. And then, boom. Boom. Right? Omoplata, cool, yes, I like it sometimes, whatever. I wouldn't do it to Joel. Maybe I would, I don't know, if the opportunity was there. But this is so much lower risk. A Kimura, that's a white belt move. The straight arm lock here, right? Omoplata, like, look, and you know, you need to be technical with it, but I gotta swing my legs over, and I'd rather just submit you before I had to do that instead of going to that first. Okay? So arm triangle again, please. And he got it over. So I need to pendulum my hips here, and that loads me. Then I transfer the weight. Boom. And he almost will just set up on that, right? Because like it just does it not just ruin your base. Oh yeah. Right? And it hurts the shoulder too. It hurt my shoulder. All right, so first, don't let me push it over. All right, like connect it to my chest. Push my arm over here. This way. Ah, yes, look, you've got my back. If I'm committed to like, I'm gonna arm triangle you anyway, I'm not getting that arm over. Yeah. I'm wasting. So now I got it over. Okay, so pendulum your legs away. Grab your leg with your left hand, or your right hand, maybe. Yes.
Half leg?
Yes. And then you reach out with that foot and just start shoveling your hips back towards me. Yeah, keep moving them, transfer that weight. Yes, oh, that's not good. Yes, you found it there.
Oh, that's wild.
Okay, now you keep that. And I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna start posturing up, valley judo guard. Boom. Now, get a little space be careful, sometimes you need your partner in the chin on this one. This foot is better if you can get it on my hip. Whoa. And just in the transition, it's a lot easier than it was when we're just like, hey, pull it out, where we're just here. In the movement, it's easier. Throw your foot up by my ear. Point your knee down, right? See, so if I go up, like pour downward with your knee. Yeah, good. Okay, and then you got straight arm lock, or you got Kimura. Okay, so guys, it's the same thing, but look, so on my side, I gotta pull my hips forward and switch them. So now I'm facing that way, right? So if I'm here, whoa, whoa. Does that make sense? Let's work on it. 1, 2. I'll show just one more here. We got about 5 minutes. If you guys want to stay and roll some, after we do this one, that's fine. Okay. But I've been telling everybody this. I know 15 different techniques that I use this same movement on. We're going to do 4 today. We're about to do a 4th one, right? And so the question is, the $1 million question is it 15 techniques or is it one movement? So to me, it's like what I was saying at the beginning. Hey, we're doing hip shovels, forward hip escapes, like whatever you want to call it, shrimps. That's what we're doing. But that's all we're doing. We're just doing it in these different positions. Put me in a north-south Kimura. So he's got me in north-south Kimura. Yeah, and then, yeah, leg over the head, good. Now look, there, and you got your grip. So I'm gonna try and get my shoulder that's not on the floor by pulling myself. What? Stay down there. What? Here's another thing. So if I just sit up right here, he can kind of Kimura trap me. My elbow can't be on this side, it needs to be on this side. So as I break him down, I slip it on that side under his arm, and then I'm ready to Kimura. Okay, reach out with your foot. As you pull yourself forward, drive your right shoulder to the floor. Don't lift your hips in there. Slide them across the mat. Go back. Slide your hips across the mat. Slide them first. Watch me. So, like this. So that's the forward hip escape. And then here's the shovel. So I scoop in and I shovel. Right? Reach out. Right? And then slip that elbow down under my armpit and then look at where you're at. Grab your lapel. Come up to north-south. Oh no, I'm in a north-south Kimura. Good thing I know the escape. Here. And then we're right here. I can go back on him. Same move. Make sense? We're gonna 1, 2. So, get in my close guard boots. And just kind of do like a knee in the center, just anyone. I'm not gonna just kind of get a knee up in the center, you know, like, yeah, very good. You put that up, so like you're gonna combat base. So this knee is up, yeah. Boom. Exactly. Okay, so he could windshield wiper that way or could knee slide this way. Go ahead and knee slide this way. All right, so look. Same way. Okay, get back in the middle. Put the other knee up, please. So that knee, and we're thinking about windshield wiper in this one. Okay, so these like, Mike and I just did some of the beginner classes. He helps me film. When we did these 2 guard passes, this is the last 2 classes we filmed. We did knee slide pass and windshield wiper, is what we call them. Well, clearly, pass 1 and 2, I always have taught everyone the whole time I've been doing this for low passes. But when he puts his knee down, I can capture his hips right there. Right? And he's just weightless over the top of me. Get in quarter guard, please. So slide the knee through. Actually do the knee slide. And then this leg's out. Lucas Leche, when Justin and I were training with him in Vegas, did Howdy half guard. Right? And he's here as the dive under sweep with the leg of the pan, either one. But look, he's hip shoveling. So there's like, you know, from a countering someone who's trying to pass your guard perspective, 4 different hip shovels. We did 4 different hip shovels in class, 2 pin escapes, 2 submission escapes. And guess what? There's a whole lot more, right? Like I said, my list has 15 techniques on it. So is it one movement or 15 techniques? I'm gonna tell you guys right now, if you will be in the one movement crowd, your life will be a whole lot easier, right? Like the longer you do this, the more you learn, the less you use. All right? Any questions?
Of course.
Cool. All right, let's sign up.